this week, we also explore the practitioner as well as entering and contracting in organizational development. Both Chapter 3 and Chapter 4 we'll briefly discuss in this video, but let's get started with the organizational development practitioner. Throughout the semester, the term organizational development practitioner refers to at least 3 sets of people. These include internal or external consultants, people in fields related to OD, such as human resources management, and managers who apply OD in their own work areas. The literature about organizational development competencies reveals a mixture of personality traits, experiences, knowledge, and skills presumed to lead to effective practice. Intrapersonal skills is essential in an OD practitioner. Practitioners must know their own values, feelings, and purposes, as well as have the integrity to behave responsibly in a helping relationship with others. They also must be able to manage the stress of the OD profession. Interpersonal skills are also very important. Practitioners study group dynamics in order to have the ability to create and maintain effective relationships with individuals and groups within the organization, and help them gain competence necessary to solve their own problems. Practitioners must be able to manage the consulting process and be able to design interventions as well. And lastly, the basic tool is that OD practitioners must have a general knowledge of organizational development. The role of organizational development professional positions includes 4 main areas. OD professionals have positions that are either internal or external to the organization. The internal consultants are members of the organization and may be located in human resources or report directly to a line manager. External consultants typically work for a consulting firm or a university. The marginal person is one who successfully straddles the boundary between 2 or more groups with different goals, value systems, and behavior patterns. Those who are good at marginal roles tend to have the personal qualities of low dogmatism, neutrality, open-mindedness, objectivity, flexibility, and adaptability. Research on emotional intelligence, or EI, suggests a set of abilities that aid OD practitioners in conducting change efforts. EI refers to the ability to recognize and express emotions appropriately, to use emotions in thought and decisions, and to regulate emotions in oneself and others. And lastly, the use of knowledge and experience from the perspective of either the consultant view or the client view of OD is important. Ethical issues in organizational development are concerned with how practitioners perform their helping relationship with organization members. The role conflict and ambiguity might provide 5 types of ethical dilemmas. First, misrepresentation, misuse of data, coercion, value and goal conflicts, as well as technical inaptness. Next, let's chat a little bit about entering and contracting, which is Chapter 4 in your text. An OD process generally starts with a member of an organization or unit contacts an OD consultant about potential help in addressing an organizational issue. The activities involved in entering an OD relationship include clarifying the organizational issue, determining the relevant client, and selecting appropriate OD practitioner. As one experienced consultant put it, the problem is never the problem. The problem is with the problem. That is, the presenting problem is very often a symptom, and the OD practitioner's job is to determine what the real problem is. It is important to note that one reason OD efforts fail is the general reluctance and ability to address political or power issues. These issues arise during the process of identifying the relevant client. And lastly, is selecting an OD practitioner who has the expertise and experience to work on the issue. The practitioner will create a proposal that outlines the process being planned. Here's an overview of some key elements in a proposal. We have our goals of the proposed project. We have our proposed process or action plan, roles and responsibilities, recommended interventions, and of course, fees, terms, and conditions. Anytime the practitioner agrees to perform work, a contract has been made. The client will state the services and outcomes to be provided by the OD practitioner, and the practitioner will state expectations for trying new interventions, reporting of results to other potential clients, and receiving compensation and recognition. Resources can be divided into two parts: essential requirements and desired requirements. And lastly, ground rules mean establishing perimeters such as confidentiality, organizational politics, and any sensitive issues that might arise.